Alright, so it's always interesting to see the rules for thee but not for me come into effect. And this may seem trivial, but it really isn't. Nancy Pelosi is still trying to blame the salon for this little fiasco, despite the fact that she broke these COVID restrictions. Breaking the orders of government can have severe consequences for people. Businesses have been fined huge sums of money after government employees look into windows to find any little rule broken during the pandemic. And Nancy Pelosi gets her hair cut maskless, and when she's caught, she blames the salon, or rather, she blames herself for trusting the salon's owner that gave her permission, which is really just an underhanded way of blaming the salon. So, of course, she should be absolved of everything then. She, of course, has a team of lawyers, and she gets to have a press conference to absolve herself of this in the public eye, which is not exactly something any ordinary citizen could do. And the monumental, sometimes life-changing punishments that may be imposed on you and me, they seem to not be imposed on someone like Nancy Pelosi, which is extremely disturbing. It's a double standard if I've ever seen one. Now, this kind of reminds me of what happened with the IRS back when they specifically targeted groups for non-exempt status that were maybe more right-leaning, with names that include things like We the People or constitutional liberties, and the IRS illegally targeted them. And when they were caught, they get to have a press conference, and they get to just say that we're sorry. So, wow, I wish I could have that same opportunity like the IRS has, or like Nancy Pelosi has here. What if you could just say that you're sorry about IRS issues, or IRS violations, or violating some COVID restriction? That would really be something, wouldn't it? Well, politicians and the government knows how it feels to have that outlet, because they gave it to themselves. They do something illegal that would land anyone else into some seriously hot water, and all they really need to do is just apologize, and it's all done, swept under the rug, no big deal. But you, the ordinary citizen, you don't have that luxury. They're going to throw every book they've got at you. You better prepare yourself, because they won't hold back on taking you to task. The IRS does something that is essentially a politically motivated crime, and relatively nothing happens. They apologize, they're all good. If you did that, they would come at you hard, and they would not relent. It's a good reminder that you are bound to the rules in a way that government is not. They get to skate by, get off scot-free, they get to do illegal things, and nothing is done to them, because they are the elite. And if you had done the same things, you might have found yourself in some serious trouble, because you are just a lowly citizen. And if you do commit any of these crimes, you had better get out your checkbook, because you're going to be paying some massive fines, and you also might need to get comfortable with concrete walls of a jail cell, because that's where you're going to be spending some time, most likely. It is just ridiculous and unbelievably hypocritical. You want to talk about privilege? I think this is the only type of privilege we should be focused on, because it has to go. But that is all for now. Like, subscribe, and take it easy.